Starting at point guard, standing 6'2", number 5, Emmanuel Quickly.
Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you an exciting NBA basketball game. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Brent Barry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. In the second half of February now, the power rankings have lots of statistical analysis to pull from. You look at the Pacers. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And checking out New York, they continue to obliterate expectations because they found a way to get the most out of the guys on this roster.
So the New York starting 5, they've got Reed, Jalen Brunson out there with Mikal Bridges. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns, and it's Anunoby in at the 3. And for Toronto, we've got Emmanuel Quickly. He's out there with Grady Dick. R.J. Barrett is out there with Pirtle, and it's Mobo in at the power forward. Now here we are, Greg, in the second half of the season. What do you think playoff-bound teams are focusing on right now?
I would say just making sure they keep the momentum heading into the postseason, as well as do everything possible to try to stay healthy.
It'll be the Raptors off the tip. Onside, Barrett to the inside. Powered down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
There are only a few players who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
Up top, Reed. Really played well against Houston in his last outing. Trains the three-pointer. And not only, Greg, has MP been selected to the All-Star team this year, he was named a starter as well.
And it's a huge honor, guys, and you can tell that it means a lot to him. He wants to prove he belongs out there with these guys, and I expect him to bring his A-game for sure.
Man, Pirtle's reach sure comes in handy on the glass. He gets to that ball and attacks right away.
And Towns throws it down.
Nice job clearing some space out under the boards and setting himself up there for the putback.
And not just any old putback, Clark, but a big, big foul.
How about Pirtle, the Austrian Hammer?
First quarter, just over a minute played. You know, whether he's coming off the bench or Brent starting, Emmanuel Quickly can score.
IQ is something else. I mean, he finished second in the Sixth Man of the Year voting in one season, and he's capable of putting up 30 as a starter or as a reserve. But it's a unique perspective to sit on that bench, watch the flow of the game, and come in and be impactful. IQ does that.
Now Reed, after R.J. Barrett's three-pointer that didn't go. Guys back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
Stolen by Reed. And again, New York with the triple.
Not just the accuracy in the quarter, it's his movement and the energy that's getting him on this nice roll.
Pass to Mobo. Here's Dick. And the Raptors miss again. New York's gone 3 of 4 on three-pointers in the first quarter, doing well from long range. And the dunk by Towns.
Plenty of power on that slam. Towns was not messing around.
Toronto's gone 0 of 3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Here's Mobo. No good, unable to end this run.
Looks like the game plan is they're willing to give him that kind of shot.
The power on that throwdown.
Unreal.
And right now, they're just focused on putting together good possession.
That is exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, D in that last outing against the Rockets was terrific. He scored an amazing number of points, and to no one's surprise, he was dialed in from deep. Just a fantastic night for him. The kind he wants to have every night, I'm sure. Guys?
Excellent, David. Thank you. Greg, how impressive was it watching him completely take over?
Unstoppable. They won that game because of his effort and just his overall relentlessness.
Yeah, going up against a team that had no answer for him. We'll see if it plays out the exact same way here tonight.
And the timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust.
Some stats for Purdy. He's been in good form here the last few weeks. He's around 10 points per game, 7 rebounds, and 2 assists. And very few players in the league can go out and produce like he has. Just a great stretch for him.
He keeps playing like this, and you know in arenas, especially at home, the star players playing this well, those MVP chants come raining down.
Now here is Purdy. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. And here are the Knicks. They're on a 17-4 run. Sinks the three-pointer.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Raptors trail by 14, and the call will be against D. That's foul number 2 for him.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Here's what Toronto's going with right now. Abaji's checked in, and it's Walter in for Grady Dick. Then for the Knicks, Achua, he's checked in for Towns. Miles McBride comes in for Mikal Bridges, and it's Payne in for Jalen Brunson. R.J. Barrett has established himself as a guy who can play a lot of different roles. Brent, a very versatile player.
A versatile player, Kevin, for sure, and the scoring has been there, but I don't think that's what you rely on with R.J. Barrett. You want him to be a complementary player that plays in different positions on the floor to put the defense at a disadvantage. He's that skilled, and he has that ability to grow that way.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
The Raptors have gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far, right at the 50% mark. 43 seconds left to play in the first. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Pass to Reed from downtown. Here's Achua, and he banks in the layup.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Here's Shed, Payne covering. Here's Barrett. There's 18 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Reed. Good on the three-point shot. Reed's got 25 points.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Like tonight, that all the hustle plays have meant so much to this team. Now just sustain some of that energy and keep comfortable.
Both teams will make substitutions.
Taking two.
Making a change here. Abaji's checked in. So New York going with almost an entire new group.
Got this.
Reed, he's checked in for Achua. OG Anunoby comes in for Max Strus. Mikal Bridges checked in for Miles McBride. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Green. We've got Chris Boucher, and it's Walter in at the shooting guard position. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. To the middle. And it's finished off by Boucher.
He's put on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. And they're bringing you up close and personal on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, where there's a lot of emphasis on three-point shooting. Greg, what's your opinion of that?
Well, Kevin, stretching the D isn't just about how far out they have to defend. It's the distance between that and how far in you have to defend. That's why analytics favors shots at the rim and from distance.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. With the CBA and new broadcasting deals both completed, league talk now turns to expansion. Commissioner Adam Silver says if you're a successful organization, I think it makes sense over time to continue to grow. There's no doubt that there are a lot of great cities we're interested in having in the NBA. Kevin?
So right, David, we could lay out 3, 4, 5 cities right now that would pay to have professional basketball.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Here's Shed. Nothing on the board. Pass to Walter. Six to shoot. It's rebounded by New York.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
And Reed throws it down.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
Brent, I don't want to put words in your mouth, but I think it amazes both of us that Jalen Brunson fell to the second round, the 33rd pick back in 2018. So with that in mind, how has he overcome the doubters?
Well, the first thing he got was opportunity, Kevin, and that's all you can ask for as a young player. What he was able to do in Dallas opened up the eyes of a lot of people to what he was capable of as a point guard in the league. But trust me, Jalen Brunson has never stopped believing in his ability and confidence to dominate a game the way that we've seen him do that in the past couple seasons.
Reed gets the bucket. Reed's got 34.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Toronto calls timeout. Let's check out a breakdown looking at some of the stats for Emmanuel quickly.
The most positive thing about his last 10 games, the work on defense. His mindset has become very aggressive. The steals are up, and he's becoming a big factor on the defensive end.
Now, here's quickly. Still yet to score. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And the defense of this Raptors team, Craig, they are built to switch.
And it's no accident with their roster construction. They like having wings that can guard all 5 positions. Makes defending a much easier prospect. And you look at Grady Dick's physical gifts, and you see it's all there. Size, length, careful training, and hard work could make him into something special.
Achua, he's checked in for New York. Max Strus comes in for Bridges. Good on both. Here's Kowick. Knicks on offense. They're on a 12-4 run. Down low, here's Reed. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Reed's got 36.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Quickly finds Dick. Shoots over Shamet. Shot is good off the back rim and in.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Pass to Achua. And out of bounds as Toronto gains possession.
Yeah, that's a tough one. An experienced player in the pro game shouldn't be making that pass.
41 seconds left here in the second. Quickly the pass to Pirtle. Here's Dick. He's covered by Shannon. Barrett against Drews. Mobile.
RJ's movement right there did a great job of keeping the defense off balance, and he worked to create that opening.
Pass to Reed. Fires for three. Drops in the tray. Reed's got 39.
And guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found a comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
Barrett, no good. Up in time. The shot will not fall. And so it's New York having no problems at all. Up 29 points heading into the next quarter. And with as many three-pointers as they bring, it's easy to see why they're on the cusp of a blowout. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Fans, direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan. Half-court shot. Drums, please. They're thinking about the shot.
Thanks for tuning in. We love the mountain climbing, don't we? Well, there's a huge mountain to climb for the Toronto Raptors.
Big reason they're getting washed out, it's been raining threes. But they didn't know this was coming? They didn't watch the film? Read the scout report? Come on, man.
And let's switch it up. Here's a look at some of the possible contenders for this year's dunk contest.
The voting process will be wrapping up soon. Finally. Excited to see which players make the cut. Same. In fact, I might suit up and try some dunks I've been working on.
Of the trampoline variety, no doubt.
You've been spying on me, Ernie?
You don't want to know. That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send you back to Kevin Harlan for more hoops action.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. We're seeing tremendous gameplay from D.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
Here's Brunson. Hasn't made one yet. Setting the floor for the Knicks. Reed is out there with Anunoby. Then it's Jalen Brunson. Then it's Bridges. And it's Towns in at the 5.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
And Barrett has got the ball here for the Toronto Raptors. Next up on the schedule, the Grizzlies. That'll be a home game. And that game closes out the 4-game homestand for them. Here's Dick. Reed with the rebound. Reed's got his 6th rebound on the night. Stolen by Quickly. Here's the fast break. Dick leading the way. And Barrett slams it in.
It's awesome to have a guy at that size be able to accelerate and elevate like RJ did there.
With every passing season, Quickly's role seems to expand.
Yeah, you know, Kevin, he's had to prove himself over and over. And now that he has, I don't think you'll find nearly as many doubters as he had when he first came into the league.
New York's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. Connects again from distance. You can tell he is feeling it.
Kevin, he's on fire.
Pass to Mobo. Here's Dick. Takes a 3. Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
And after burying 3 straight shot opportunities, finally a miss there. Still feeling the momentum, though.
And Barrett gets it to go.
Barrett does a good job there just creating the shot for himself. He is a scorer.
Reed. And the three off target. The Raptors have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Pass to quickly. His first shot coming late. It's rebounded by New York. Reeves got his 7th rebound here tonight. There's the triple. And Pirtle pulls it down. Pirtle's got 4 rebounds in this game. And they blow the whistle for a foul. He was trying to disrupt the fast break opportunity. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
In their last contest, guys, he was unconscious from the foul line.
You get quickly out there, and he's a bit of a rascal, right? Offensively, he can score inside, he scores outside. He just causes some problems out there.
Looking at who's out there now for the Knicks. Miles McBride comes in for OG Anunoby. And Cameron Payne subbed in for Jalen Brunson.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Well, guys, last season, a full 14 teams finished with between 46 and 51 wins. Plenty of teams in the picture. Adam Silver is thrilled with the level of competition. He says, I think what fans ultimately want is to see great competition across the league. Kevin, it's certainly fun to watch.
It is, David. Bring it on, I say. The more, the better. To the paint. Pirtle with the steal. Barrett against Bridges. It's rebounded by New York. Reeves got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Here's the 3. Connects again.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA really taking it to the opposition. Pass to Dick. 1:19 left in the third quarter. He's looking for Pirtle and finds him. For Jakob Pirtle, his parents paved the way for him to become a professional athlete. I'd say, Brent, they did a good job.
Well, it's a good point, Kevin. They were doing some blocking of their own, just not basketballs like Jakob does. Both of his parents, members of the Austrian national volleyball teams. Well, the hustle from RJ on the offensive end was tremendous.
Awesome rewind courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Here's Reed. And another 3 for New York.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the front. What elevation. He's a smaller but still determined big man. And he likes mixing it up with his impressive vert.
There's 42 seconds left in the third. Boucher with the steal. Fast break. Here come the Raptors. Here's Shed. It's rebounded by New York.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Reed gets the bucket.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
Toronto's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Toronto working the ball around now. Pass to Barrett. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Now Boucher from past the arc. Payne grabs the board. Here's Reed. Misses the deep three-point attempt. And so it's the New York Knicks way out in front. Their lead at 38 points as we close out the quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
And there have been two very different performances. Group for Toronto.
Close this thing out.
They've got Grady Dick. Also Emmanuel quickly out there. Jakob Poeltl out there with R.J. Barrett. And it's Mobo in at the 4-man position. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Here's Reed. Another bucket. Wow.
Make that 61 points.
Yep, everything is going his way right now. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for New York.
They made a point to protect the rim, challenging shots all game long, and the block total is off the charts.
Well, if we add another thing to it, it's about the urgency they've played with. I mean, you look at the eyes of these guys. They're focused, wanting to get up tempo. That's helped them score on the fast break.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for New York.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
In what's been a good season already, tonight's win will take their record to 50 wins, a big milestone here tonight.
And as we get set to put this one to bed, a one-sided season series thus far. They've won 2 straight.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for D.
It looked like a couple times they might be wearing him down, but not the case. At the offensive end, he was just...
problem for New York as they get the win. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. So long and good night, everyone.